Here again in this second video, we will try to understand rebirth, recycling, kinetic energy, potential energy, whether ghosts exist or not. See, basically, Earth revolves around the Sun. Sun provides light energy to the plants. Plants make food via photosynthesis, and these green plants are eaten by herbivorous animals. Herbivorous animals are eaten by carnivorous animals, and we human beings are omnivorous. So basically our main food source is from the sun. We are eating light, then we are making bulbs and producing light in a lighter vein. But what happens here? One form of energy is converted to another form of energy. Plant energy is converted, it supports herbivorous animals. Herbivorous animals are eaten by carnivorous, they grew. And in this food cycle, everyone eats everyone, reproduces, grows and dies. After death, scavengers like crows, vultures, microbes, bacteria will feed on that dead body, dead plant, whatever is dead and decaying. And it is converted to fertile mud. Even bones will not remain after some time. So everything goes back to the earth. That fertile earth will again, via roots, feed the plant. So see, it is such a complicated thing. From the sun it begins, goes to the soil, and how rain falls, everyone knows. Water from the sea evaporates, clouds are formed, cagey stuff. Then it is cycled, then clouds will go up, they will cool down, then rain will fall. Rivers will run towards the sea. Sea will transform this water and via the rains again send it to the rivers. And this cycle is complete. So a kinetic energy is converted to potential energy. Potential energy is converted to kinetic energy. And in the meanwhile, there is a transient energy. When energy is there, it is neither in kinetic form nor in potential form, like our pause in a video. Things remain there. Habeas corpus, status quo is maintained. It is there, but it doesn't do anything. So when a person dies, technically he will not respond to anything. He stops breathing. His pupil will not dilate. So he is dead. Then he is burned or he is put in a coffin. As per everyone's religious beliefs, last rites are done. That body will decay and again it will convert to mud. So ultimately, in between, now I am talking with you, so I am living. When we say that a person has died, when he was living, his body was our friend. We were talking with his body. But now after he has died, how do we talk? We say that he has died. He no longer exists. But the body is still there in front of us. But we have been always talking with the body, right? We have been doing all our things, means quarreling, making, loving, talking, whatever, fighting, shouting. That was a physical thing. But now the body is there, dead body, and we are saying he is gone. But then the body is there, who is gone? We say he no longer exists, but we always talk with that body. Then who has left and who is remaining there? We think or talk that it is mortal remains, but we were talking with that body only. And now we are saying, despite he is there in front of us, that he has left us. He is no longer with us. That means we were talking about the spirit inside him. Like say when we are using electrical things, the electric current is inside it. If the current goes, the thing will stop. In a car, the petrol is like the spirit. We call a petrol or alcohol as spirit only. So when the spirit goes, if the petrol is empty, tank is empty, car will stop. If current is not there, our electrical gadgets will stop. So current will flow, electrical current flows through all electrical things. Petrol is in car also, in trucks also, diesel is also there, electric engines are there, our gasoline is there in planes also. So the Atma or the spirit inside that plane or that moving vehicle is never visible. We can see the plane flying, we can see the car running, we can see the train running, but we cannot see the driving force, the spirit inside that physical body of the plane is gasoline. So if petrol is not there, car will stop. If lights go, our electrical gadgets will stop. So if spirit inside us doesn't exist, the person will stop. I am talking because I am alive. Now this is a kinetic energy. When I die, I will become potential energy. Of course, see, whether you believe in rebirth or not, whether you believe in ghosts or not, that is not the issue. We are not here to talk about superstition. We are trying to analyze whether this is possible. So why we cannot revive a dead person? So what is it that dies? When the body is there, so it is a spirit. So spirit is not there, the body is dead. That means some energy inside the body has left, and that energy now has to remain somewhere. Like see, when we are traveling, we are stopping at junctions. Even in planes also we are stopping at some stops. We are on the airport or on the station or a bus stop. We rest for a while, then we will change train. So in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, 22 slok, this energy can neither be created nor destroyed, law of physics, is clearly explained. There it is said that the Atma or the spirit changes body like we change old clothes. We throw away old clothes and we wear new clothes. Similarly, the Atma is fed up of the old body and it wants a new body. So it will throw away that old body and go and enter into the new body. Like when we are disposing a laptop, we are taking a backup of our database and then we are upgrading to a new laptop and we are downloading that data again in that new laptop. Nowadays cloud servers we are using. So I think cloud servers is the position, in between position of when that data is not in any device, neither the destination device nor the source device. It is stored somewhere and it can be accessed through any device. Everyone knows that. So that transient cloud is the Atma. It takes backup from the body, everything, and then it will come out of that body. It will wait for a new upgraded body and it will download the data. So sometimes we can hear some person saying that I know about my past, but I was this person, that person. There are many videos available. You can check out. Half may be true, half may be false. That is not the point. But these things happen. Though rare, yes, they happen. So I think transient energy, when energy which is neither kinetic nor potential, but waiting to become kinetic or potential, that waiting period, like a gestation period when a mother is pregnant, The child is inside the body, cell by cell it is developing physically, every organ is developing, then it is born. But within that, in the womb, it is in a transient phase, it is floating, it is feeding on the mother, it is not an entity in itself, then it is born. Normally in mammals, in case of elephants, elephants are born. It is such a huge animal. Whales, such a huge animal. The whole process starts with a small cell. See, a seed contains the whole tree. Therefore, these transient energies are very important. If you destroy the seed, you will destroy the tree. If seeds will not exist, tree will not exist. We cannot replant, we cannot cultivate. So therefore, in some religions, though this is not the issue here, this is not the topic, abortions are prohibited religiously. Nowadays, medically terminated pregnancies are acceptable, and this is a medical field, and doctors are the best to decide whether or not to terminate that child. I am not commenting on the medical part. What I am trying to say is, some religions are against abortion, because see, if one step start for 9 months, if the child doesn't develop in the first month itself, will it go in the second month and the third month? So if you are terminating the child in the first, second or third month, naturally you are killing that person, because it is a step by step process. The child doesn't go from orgasm to direct birth. In between 9 months are there. Every day is important. Every day something is happening, something is forming. So if you cut that process, you are killing that person. So like destroying a seed, you are destroying the tree. You can't say that what happens if I will destroy a seed, what's wrong? If tomorrow all seeds are destroyed, all trees will not grow. So every step of life is important. You cannot build the 9th floor without building the foundation first, second and third floor. So this in itself is a form of transient energy. Also in many religions it is said, especially in our religion, that what you eat you become. See, in nature if you observe, see, I have got nothing against who are vegetarian, they can eat vegetarian, who are non-veg, they can eat non-veg. I have got nothing against them. Who want to drink and die, I have got no issues. Who want to take drugs and die, I have got no issues with that. Welcome. But the issue is different. In nature, if you can see, only animals eat animals, right? Observe Discovery Channel, National Geography Channel. Only animals eat animals, and no animal in this world will eat its own species. Tigers will fight, lions will fight, cats will fight, dogs will fight, wolves, hyenas will fight, vultures will fight, but a lion will kill a lion, but it will not eat a lion. A wolf will kill a wolf. Usually we do not eat our own species. They are called as cannibals. So if you are a cannibal, you will eat your own species. Cannibalism is very dangerous. It is very inhuman and it is very raw. So see, now we are dying because of corona. Now we are fighting for our life. Now corona is the hunter and we are the hunted, right? Corona is hunting us. He is asking us, stay at home, stay safe. If you move around, you are dead. Don't socialize. Wear a mask, right? So corona is terrorizing us. It is threatening us with death, and it is killing also. Medical science is helpless. Of course, they are trying their best. Now vaccines have come, medicines have come, and definitely by the time 2021 ends, the whole corona scene will end, because we will all get vaccinated. Medicines are already there. New medicines will come. And like there was a threat perception when new AIDS came, now no one is afraid of AIDS. Of course, we take care, we should take care. So like corona is the hunter and now we are the hunted. Now we are running helter and skelter for oxygen, ventilators, Corona is killing us. Like we used to kill when we were hunter and gatherers, we used to kill other animals. So many people who are eating non-veg, see, this I am talking in a different terms. You can eat, I have got no issues with that. But try and understand, how will you like if someone will kill you and eat you? If wild animal kills an animal and eats, it's understood. But we are human beings. If we have to spiritually grow, we cannot kill other animals and eat them under the pretext of whatever you are doing. See, if it is a life and death matter, if non-veg is not, if vegetarian food is not available, if food is not available and if you eat, it is understood. But like we are harvesting crops, people harvest animals and then they are talking about means ethically killing animals. See, how will you feel if someone says that I will ethically rape a person, I will ethically murder, or like there are ethical hackers. See, these pharma companies, now we know what they are doing, especially in China. They are producing viruses and now they are producing antivirus also. This used to happen in our, I am from the IT field. In our IT field, there are companies who are producing antiviruses and usually they have companies which are producing viruses also. So both jobs they are doing. They are producing viruses also and they are producing antiviruses also. So we know if we produce virus, then they can sell antivirus. So this is in a way of third world war. This is the third world war. Biological war. They have used not Mirage or fighter planes. They have used COVID-19, Corona, the destroyer. And it is destroying the world. But luckily, we are controlling it. But now human beings are understanding how we feel when we get hunted down. We were very happy when we were hunting animals. Now Corona, the great destroyer, is destroying us. It is showing us death is the great leveler. It is showing us our position, our means what we are worth. So, if you must grow spiritually, we cannot justify eating animals in any form. There are many people who love cats and dogs because they don't eat cats and dogs. And then they blame people who are eating cats and dogs. I don't find any difference. Whatever animal you are eating, see that animal is dying. So only loving cats and dogs and eating other animals. And you are telling that you are an animal lover. How can you justify this? This is class 1 hypocrisy. It is not justified. Try and understand this. Supposing if tomorrow an animal comes and starts eating us, will we like it? We are human beings. We are at a higher level. These lower animals can't defend themselves. They are defenseless against us. If you are harvesting them, what can they do? See, I can understand when we are doing some test on animals for the progression of mankind. See, this is a constructive process. We don't have any choice because we cannot directly test medicines, vaccines on human beings. So in between, guinea pigs are required, mice are required. Of course, I pity them. But then how can we test? So we have to understand that these are all transient things. So if you are cannibalizing, if you eat an animal, in our books it is clearly written, if you eat an animal, you are an animal. So this is also a transient form of energy. You are killing and you are surviving. Wild animals can do that because they have no choice. So transient energies, if you go on a higher level, you can understand that we have to maintain all these things correctly. We cannot harvest animals. So this life and death matter, veg and non-veg thing, this is basically connected to the transformation of energy. We require energy, so we are doing that. Even virus and bacteria, now we are hearing that Corona second strain is coming, third strain is coming. Basically it is like the brother of flu. Every year new strains are coming. So even it is surviving for its life. This virus, bacteria and germs are surviving for their lives also. They are also changing form. Like energy changes from kinetic to potential, and it can neither be created nor destroyed. So every microcosm to macrocosm is fighting for its life. Everyone is fighting for its survival. But only human beings are there who can understand. We know the vastness of the space also and the world beyond telescopes, and we know the microscopic world also. We know quantum physics also. We know relativity also. We understand black holes also. So more or less on this earth, we are God. But are we behaving like God? Here every first class country is trying to terrorize second class and third world countries. Everyone is fighting here for power. Why you want power? To rule. Like in movies we have this crackpot scientist who want to rule the world. We have watched Batman, Superman and so other movies. The villains are also super villains. So on our earth, we human beings are superheroes also and super villains also. Now we have to decide honestly, without hypocrisy and self-justification. Self-justification and bias are not allowed. Cruelty is cruelty. Only because a superior person is doing doesn't mean cruelty doesn't matter. Genocide is not correct, whether you are doing for animals or for human beings. So this whole thing, though it looks unconnected, it is connected. This is what we are doing when energy is transforming from one point to another. Similarly, our spiritual level should also increase. Once we become spiritual, once we abolish war, see, means for me, when will human beings will be real human beings? When we will not require police, when we will not require army, navy and air force. So when we don't require courts, so when courts will not be there, police will not be there, army, navy, air force will not be there, that means we have become superhuman beings and we understand that these things are not required. We can live peacefully with the whole world. More or less this thing was there in that movie called Avatar. I like that movie. It is excellent. Means, you know that we destroyed our earth, then we went to find another earth. I find it very funny. People are saying that we can go on Mars and Mars is like earth. You are destroying the planet you are staying on and you want to go on another planet. Why, for God's sake? What kind of nonsense is this? Stay where you are, be happy with what you have, live and let live. That is the best philosophy of whether God or ghost. So when a person is behaving nicely, he is God, and when a person is behaving badly, he is ghost. When a soldier is using a weapon, he is God. When a terrorist is using a weapon, he is ghost. So does God or ghost exist? Yes, they are in us only. We are God, we are ghosts.